to all of our RAIN partners and customers. Thanks for checking in and getting a little bit more training on the back office. This training will specifically be a deep dive, a detailed overview of the back office details for a distributor and that of a customer. And so let's jump into here. Of course, where you'll log in is you can get there through the main website, rainintl.com. When you come up, simply click login, and here is where your username will go, and then you simply enter your password and you're in. We all got that part, right? All right, here's the back office for a distributor. We will start here. The first section you see is the home page, where you'll have an overview of your business and of the details of the account and how and what you need to go do to move up in rank. The details of the rank advancements, and you can scan through that to determine what the next thing needs to be accomplished. You can also review the metrics of how many personal volume you have, is your auto ship on, what your personally sponsored active left is, and your personally sponsored active right, the total left count and the total right count of the dual team, your number of manager teams, group volume, and of course RAIN partner team points as well. Down here on the bottom, you'll see the recent orders that you have performed. Any new team members in your entire sponsorship tree will be listed here, and what activities happening. And then, of course, what other details and activities that are happening within your organization. You can do a detailed dive by clicking on any one of these. View all ranks, view all metrics, view all customers, all teams, and all orders by clicking on each one of those links. We can also find those details by coming through the tabs along the top. Okay, so that's what we'll do, is we're going to run through each one of these. But I'm going to first start with the account over here on the right side. This here is an overview. We want you to make sure that all of this information is updated and to be as inclusive as possible, which means a picture, of course your name, your email, your address information's up to date, even other secondary website information, social media aspects, but most importantly, that you have established what your binary or your dual placement preference is. Because when that commissions week closes, you'll have an option to either establish your account to always place somebody wherever you want, the bottom left, the bottom right, the lesser side, or you can balance build, which means just how many personally sponsored people you have on a left or on a right side. But when the week closes, that's where those people will end up going automatically, especially if you're using the waiting room as an option, or the holding tank as we've reviewed to it in the past. And so you'll select which options you want, save those changes, but to ensure that all of your details here are up to date on a regular basis. Underneath the account settings is where you can see other links that will allow you to update these same sections, or of course just clicking on the edit on the right side. I also want to say here early is that anytime you are out of your back office, be sure to log out. Just a good habit to get into, all right? So let's come back up here and review now the commissions tab, a very important tab. We all love commissions, right? And here you'll get a breakdown of varying reports, and you'll see that this pattern throughout is a consistent way that the back office will demonstrate what reports are available. And you'll see this as we go through the training. So right at the top is the commissions, and you'll see when you have commissions, they will be listed right here. So it simply says there's no commissions earned yet. Check back when you do. But you'll be able to review the weeks of commissions that you've earned and the amounts and the details of how those commissions were earned. Very straightforward. The rank advancement, this particular report, again, is the details to what's on the main dashboard, where, again, you can get even more specific on the pathway as you move up in your ranks by seeing what needs to be accomplished, what paths you can take, and how you can get to those upper ranks as you move down your journey with RAIN International. Finally, there's the volumes. This particular screen and report is going to be your detailed report of the volume that's on your left side, your right side, your personal qualifying volume, your personal volume, and what's been utilized from the cycles created and what's paid out, and then what's carried forward moving forward week by week. And those details will be represented here. Now, of course, in this demo account, we don't have any information up, but you'll see that on yours. And it's really exciting to continue to see that volume grow week after week after week. You'll have the Rain Wallet Manager here next, where you have a few functionalities within this that will help you manage your Rain Wallet and the monies that are sitting in that account to be able to be distributed in a payout or to retain that. And you can see that there's ways to do that through these links on managing the balance and on setting a threshold. Now, I do want to note here that there is a $20 US dollar threshold automatically, meaning no commissions will pay out until that threshold's been hit. And there's a few things here is because some of the partnerships with the pay cards that we have create fees and they have costs that neither you nor I can really get around. And so when we have that threshold, it doesn't eat away as much at a $20 as it would as a $5, for example. And so this function, anything you set above this is going to be above that $20. So I can come in here and I can put 100 or 1,000, save that, and then it will retain that nothing will be paid out until I get to $1,000. And then I can go in there and pay that. That will be paid out automatically. All right? Also, there's historical earnings commissions, what you've earned in the past week by week or period by period, so that you can just see how your checks continue to grow and move up in the ranks. And then, of course, the rank history report, what you've been able to accomplish at the rank that you've hit in that week, and you can start seeing some patterns as you grow and you move, that you're going to start a rank associate, you go to manager and senior manager and bronze, silvers, and gold and platinum and beyond. And this is, again, where you'll be able to see that week by week. Okay, now you have the pay card. Here's the thing. This may not become apparent to you, meaning it may not be visible, and that's okay. Because how the pay card system will work, if you're in a country that has a pay card option versus a direct deposit or an ACH, is that these accounts will automatically be created for you once you have commissions. In the past, you've had to go in here and create an account by clicking on a particular link. That's not needed anymore. Just know and watch for your email that when you have commissions earned for the first time and you're in that country that has a pay card, an email will be sent to establish that account, be that with Paylutions, Payoneer, or any other vendor that we may have. If you're in a country that has an ACH or a direct deposit, it'll say that here, direct deposit, where you'll enter that in, the information where you would like us to send you your money. And that will, again, vary by country. But you'll know because the option will be there available for you to establish those details. Okay? All right, well, let's move on to the Organization tab. In the Organization tab, you'll see there's a lot of reports from the drop-down. And let's go take some time and go through each one of these. As we've talked about in previous trainings, the way to enroll someone, be them a distributor, a RAIN partner, or a customer, is by going to your replicated site. That is the best way. It's the most automatic, duplicatable way to go grow your business. But here, if you were to elect Enroll New, that's going to just take you to your replicated site. It's a much more simple, streamlined path and something that's very consistent in the brand, the look, and again, most importantly, the duplication process, so that everybody sees that that's what you do to enroll new individuals into your organization. As you, again, get more people in, your organization will grow. And the first report that pops up automatically, this report is, again, those that you've personally sponsored, those that went to your replicated site and became a RAIN partner. The next report is a sponsor tree rank advancement. This particular report will tell you, everybody in your sponsorship tree, what rank they are and what they need to do to hit the next rank, which is a pretty powerful tool. You'll see here, for example, that if you click on this little icon on the left side, you're going to see some details. Now, if this is one that was personally sponsored, I can see the details of that person. I can also see what activity they've been doing, what their next rank is, so I can then call them up and help them get through these requirements to move up in rank. Volumes, orders, and auto orders as well. So the optics that you have on your account, what you can see, is very robust and fantastic to be able to go in there and see what those individuals are doing and what you can do to help them move up into their next rank. Under the My Customers, yep, you got it. This is My Customers. This is what customers you have in your particular organization. And it will list all those customers out. So after My Customers, let's go down to Downline Ranks. Okay? Here you're going to see individuals within your organization. You're going to see their name, what rank they're at. And up here you can see this, how it says Silver 1. Well, if you've got a diamond, if you've got a manager, if you've got a bronze, silvers, or golds, or platinum, they'll all list up here when you have those individuals in your organization. It gives you a very detailed view of how many of that particular rank you have in your organization. And then you'll be able to click down and look at those. What's neat about this is that, again, it gives you an opportunity as a leader, as an example, as a sponsor, to recognize these individuals for their rank advancements and what they're doing to grow their business, which is, of course, part of your business as well. Next is the Downline Orders. These are all the orders that are within your organization on the left and the right side of your particular binary or dual team tree. In this report, you'll be able to see by week what volume that is. You'll be able to sort this by the date of the order within that period and the leg. Is it on the left leg? Is it on the right leg? And this information will become valuable if you're really looking to do a deep dive on the volume that's being produced. But you'll be able to see who is ordering, and when it shows up here, you know that that order is complete. And then, of course, the Downline Auto Orders, or the auto ships. Similar here, as it gives you a list of those in your organization who have on auto ship, the volume that will be contributing, and when it's going to process next. Just another detail, another report that helps you manage and grow your business by seeing who's on the auto ship and who's not, and perhaps helping them see the value of being consistent with that ordering process. The new distributors list, again, everybody in your sponsorship tree and the new people that have come into your group. I anticipate and look forward to all of you having a big, big list here as you continue to grow your business. Recent activity, a very new report in this system, which is really neat. Again, you'll see that it tells you who and what activity an individual has done, which is pretty powerful. When you want to know who's really moving and shaking in your business and making things happen, you know that these individuals that consistently come up by the enrolled. You can see that this is, for example, orphan account. Okay, this test account, look how active they are. That's one that, again, you're going to want to connect with and work hard with, because clearly they're out working hard for themselves and for the organization. Your dual team viewer is the next report here. And on this report, there's a little extra details that I'm going to take some time to go through right now. In the system here, you're going to be able to see by rank some color coding, which is really neat. You can come and see if they're personally sponsored. It's very straightforward and intuitive to see who and what by this particular key down here. But one of the areas that I want to take a little extra time on is if you are using the waiting room or the holding tank, you're going to see those individuals here where you're going to make a placement. Now remember, if you don't make the placement by the time the period ends, which is 11:59 p.m. Central Time in the United States, then those people will automatically be placed on what default you set, be that your lesser side, the left side, the right side. that'll automatically happen. It has to be. Those have to be placed there at the end of the week so that we can calculate the commissions and the volume that's generated from there. Now, during the week, having a ability to make a placement is a strategic move for you, because a lot of people will come in and they'll use the holding room or the holding tank as a way to incentivize to get people in and then strategically place them in order, being on the outside left or the outside right, that you may have made some commitments to upon that individual sponsoring. It's a great resource. But I want to point out this. These instructions right here, directions for making a placement, please be sure to follow these each time, because this is how you'll make a placement. Now, after a couple of times, you'll get it. It's very simple. But essentially, if I wanted to end up placing somebody in this spot, I first want to make sure that the individual I'm placing it underneath is here at the top. Okay, and once that's done, I come over and say, okay, I'm going to click on and place Boydell. Okay, it'll highlight it there a little bit, and then you come over and you simply hit on the plus, and then it will confirm, are you sure you want to place ID so-and-so underneath ID so-and-so? And you say, yes, okay. And then what will happen is it'll move that person right over there, and you'll see that they are now placed. A pretty fantastic, easy tool. And then you continue to go down your list of people and placing them. Let me give you a little piece of advice here. If they're all your personally sponsored individuals, stay to the outside left or the outside right, okay? Or outside left, outside right, whichever way that is. Make sure you stick to the outside. Do not place people on an inside leg to you, okay? Never somebody here. Just a little piece of advice. Yes, it is an option. Yes, you have control of that. But by continuing to build one leg left, one leg right in this dual team, you're going to be able to maximize and leverage great efforts from individuals. It's a true team-focused element in our compensation plan. But that's how you're going to be making placements in this new system. All right, very good. Now let's go on to the placement tree report. This again gives you a breakdown of everybody that's in the placement tree. Maybe not all personally sponsored by you, and maybe not all in your personal group. But it gives you a total number in your dual team of individuals, and it tells you, again, what sort of percentage of growth and how many people are included in that. And then you've got your sponsor group volume. Now, I realize that these are elements that you may be new, and you're learning how to navigate through the compensation plan. But simply put, the sponsor group volume is volume that's generated from everybody you personally sponsored. Okay? So whoever you've sponsored and whoever they've sponsored and so forth, that's your sponsor group volume. Okay? It'll vary a little bit from the dual team because there may be somebody that's placed someone underneath you in the dual team, and you're receiving benefits from that in the dual team. But they aren't necessarily part of your sponsor group because they were sponsored by someone in the upline. Okay? Sponsor group volume is an important element to rank advance, especially as you get up to the elite ranks, which are the ranks of platinum and above. Okay? But this will give you a breakdown on how much volume is being accrued and added each week, and giving you that perspective of what needs to happen. And again, you'll see here that you can break that down by week also. Okay, you have your sponsor group volume, and now let's go into the manager leg report. This particular report just shows you all of the different manager legs that you have within your organization. And for our compensation plan, to hit the highest levels of the company, you need to be at least 7 manager legs. That means you've personally sponsored at least 7 people, and those 7 have led you to somebody who has reached the rank of manager or higher, right? It's a really neat aspect. It doesn't mean that those 7 personally sponsored need to hit, but as long as that person led you to somebody else, that is a manager leg. And this will tell you, again, which managers you have within your organization. Now, there's the manager builder report. Because of that aspect in the compensation plan, where we want you to create these managers in these varying legs so that you can move up in rank, we've really identified this report that will tell you who you should be working with. And you'll see here that you'll be able to select by week. And so if you're in the current week, you're going to look down this list, and you're going to see some individuals that may be at a 90% or a 10%. And you're going to be able to click on this module over here and see where they're at, see what activity that they need to do to maintain or to hit that rank. And over here, you can filter and sort it out by identifying who are the individuals that are the closest to rank advancing, so that it gives you a manager leg. This report, or this leg here, 1, that means that they're all in the same leg. So if I need 2 manager legs, I'm going to identify someone here in the 1. As soon as I get somebody there, then I'm going to be able to go and find the next person who may very well be in the leg 2 or leg 3. Point is you want to get in multiple legs, and this is where it will tell you what leg they're in, so that you don't duplicate efforts where you really need to be spending them in a separate leg. Okay? Now, you'll pick up on that, I promise you. And then the Rain Partner Team Report simply tells you what Rain Partner teams you have built and what you're eligible to earn and receive from the aspect of the Rain Partner Team rewards, which there's a few aspects to that. The most commonly is, of course, product credits. And as you get those product credits from completing Rain Partner teams, you'll see that back on your dashboard, as you might recall. All right, now let's talk about the Events tab. Very simple, very straightforward. This Events tab will be a calendar where we're going to be able to drop in a lot of activity that we're going on and that's happening within the business and the company as a whole. And so we want you to check this out on a regular basis to see what events are up and coming and how you can plug into those events. The next tab, Auto Orders. Really neat function in this new system in creating an auto order or an auto ship. You have control. You have control now to be able to go and get these auto ships on and turn them off as you want. Now again, keeping those on helps you ensure the maintenance of the account so you don't miss any commissions, but you can certainly have the flexibility to make those happen. Like number 1, you can create multiple auto ships in a given month, which is what some people request that hadn't been there previously. So to walk through this really quick, let's just go ahead and add a bend. You confirm the address, your information. Be sure to click on the shipping and then calculate the shipping. That piece has to be done and completed. You'll enter the credit card information that you have. I'm just going to put in some test stuff here really quick for us so you can see this process complete, and then complete the auto ship setup. And there you have it. Your auto ship's on. Okay? You can create more, like I said, and list those all out. If you ever want to be able to just turn it off for a period of time, you can come in, hit cancel. There will be a little information there that will basically tell you that this is fine, but just keep in mind that if there's not an order, regardless of the type, an auto ship, a standard order, within the 4 weeks, then the volume in your organization will flush. Okay? And that's to ensure that, again, the activity that's happening is being rewarded properly. And so there'll be that little flag that will pop up, and then you can simply hit cancel auto ship, and then it'll be off. All right? Or if you just wanted to skip a month, give our customer service a call. And they'll be able to go into the administrative portal and just simply uncheck the next month or two, and then it will come back on automatically, and you won't have to worry about coming back to reestablishment. So there's a few options there for you. Okay, your orders, very simple. This is your order history, what orders you've made. Obviously, there's some other reports there on additional information of orders that you may have canceled or so forth. The resources, this stuff gets pretty easy at this point, is all of the documents within the back office that talk about the cut sheets or the literature of our products. Compliance documents as well will be housed right here. The shop pathway, this shop is, again, how you can create additional orders within your organization. If you want to do auto ships, it's great. If you don't, you can come in and just make an order each month as well. And your volume will maintain as long as, again, there's an order there for every month. One of the neat things about this functionality now, too, is that if you wanted to place an order for maybe a friend or a prospect that's in another country, you can come into your back office and you can select whichever country we are in as a company. And let's just say we wanted to order it in Hungary. And we've got a good friend out there. I'd come in and I'd simply come and add it to the cart, and I can go through the checkout process. In doing so, I may have an exchange fee because it's going to be charging me in the Hungarian forint. And again, it will be able, though, to allow that product to be shipped and sent to that individual in Hungary. So this drop ship method is pretty fantastic, as I know a lot of people have wanted this for quite some time. But that's how you're able to, again, create orders for yourself or even drop ship an order to a friend in another country. Rain Gear takes you to a site that you can order rain swag, hats, bags, business cards. That's what that link will be for. And of course, we've already hit on the account section. Just remember, when you get done with your business, to click in here and select Sign Out. And that'll push you out of your back office, ready for whoever else, or again, waiting for you to come back and log in. Okay, let's talk about the customer back office. Now, our customers, your customers, they do have a portal that they can gain access to establish orders and to be able to manage an account. It's certainly not robust as a distributor or a Rain Partners back office, and that's because customers aren't recompensated from a monetary value, but we do reward them with product credits. And as they go and refer and get more customers, then they can earn more product credits to apply towards products that they choose or select. And so if we were to log into a customer's back office, what you're going to see here is very much stripped down from what you might see in a Rain Partners back office. The information that's listed here is all straightforward, where they can update their information and so forth. Over on this side, you'll see this 3 and free section. This will tell the customers how many referrals that they've had. If they've referred 2 or 4, 10, whatever it may be, customers, it'll tell them how many they have, and it'll list them out here on the bottom. It'll also tell them how many credits they have that they're eligible to use. Now, just like a distributor or Rain partner, they're able to gain access to their replicated site and to go through the shop process. And when they go through the shopping process, they will be able to either, again, select to be on an auto ship, an auto order, which they can also manage from over in this section. And if they have product credits upon checkout, those credits will be displayed and you'll be asked if you would like to use those towards the order. Naturally, when they're there, why not? It's going to create a cheaper cost, again, for the customer. And they put forth effort to refer individuals. But you can see here, as a customer, it's very much simplified. But it's important to note that many of our customers want to upgrade to become a distributor and a Rain partner. And they will do that as well through this process by selecting upgrade. And what this will do is it'll take them through the enrollment process by upgrading their account to a distributor by selecting on the enrollment kit that they prefer. And so they don't need to create another account and go through an enrollment process again, because again, it will be identified through their email that that one account is unique to them. They just want to upgrade that account so that they can maintain all the effort that they put forth on enrolling customers and referring customers as well. So you can see here that it's a very robust and clean system that we are excited that you are part of Rain. We're excited that you're learning and wanting to know more information about this. I have seen over the many, many years that I've been in this industry, the individuals that are into their business, that they understand what steps to be taken through the data and the information that's shown in a back office. They're able to focus and concentrate their efforts in the right areas rather than being so spread out. So I do encourage you to take time to understand, but then go out and do. Be active in your efforts. Be an example. And then as you do so, you'll see and you'll learn so much more about the functionality and the beauty of this system that's just going to help you be that much more successful as you go out there and build Rain International and find yourself a successful leader in our organization. Thank you for taking some time. Again, my name is Russ Cowley, Executive Vice President, and we wish you all the best. See you at the top. Bye-bye.